gbshaw. He was a playwright, critic, and polemicist. He was a playwright, critic, and polemicist. Polemicist is one who used to, who uses more, who shows more concern toward politics and religion in a rhetoric way. Okay, got it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now,
Who?
yeah, who one who deals with the subject of politics and religion in more rhetorical way, like questioning on the politics and religion. Yes, he's an Irish writer. He's an Irish writer, and now comes to his work. First is Widower's House, plays. अच्छा, one more
He
thing.
also got Nobel Prize.
Yes, वही लिख रही थी मैं. He received or achieved, I think is a better word. He achieved Nobel Prize. बताओ कब मिला था? 1925. Yes, 1925. He received Nobel Prize in 1925. He is he is called as modern modern Shakespeare. He is called as modern Shakespeare. Now I'm just giving you the important play which you need to work upon. बाकी इनकी काफी list है. इनके his plays are divided into two. First is social and problem plays. Okay, write down. His plays are divided into two parts: social plays and problem plays. Social plays and problem plays. Social plays are the one who which deals with social issues and uh, social issues, religion, and politics. And problem plays are the one which deals with psychological, personal, and gender issues. Which deals with psychological, personal, and gender issues. Now, write down the first work, Widower's House. Widower's House, 1892. First of all, write down it's and this is basically a play which deals with the people who had a profession of like the rent collectors in the slums. स्लम्स में क्या करते हैं वो झोपड़ियां बना लेते हैं और एक कोई लीडर बन जाता है ही स्टार्टेड टेकिंग द मनी फ्रॉम दैट रेंट कलेक्टर बन जाता है फिर उसके इश्यूज जो भी होते हैं तो इट्स अ सोशल नॉवल विच डील्स विद द राइट डाउन इट्स अ सोशल नॉवल deals with the problems of slums in England. ठीक है वो स्लम कलेक्टर जो भी होता है उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को यहाँ पे शो किया गया है कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली ही वाज डूइंग एंड मिसबिहेविंग विद द पीपल. नेक्स्ट इज वॉरेन्स प्रोफेशन. Mrs. Warren's Profession. You need to read that is a play in 1893. It's a problem play. It's a problem play because here आप लोगों ने वो मूवी देखी है Sing is King. Most of you must have watched it.
Yes,
आई
ma'am.
थिंक तो उसमें जैसे क्या दिखाया है जो किरण खैर दिखाई है शी वाज अ फ्लावर seller and just to show to her daughter she showed that she is very rich and she joined the company of Dawn, right? And showed herself very rich. Similarly यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा उल्टा दिखाया है that Mrs. Warren जो है she is a prostitute and she being a prostitute she never slept with many men. She was loyal to one and with that he had a girl child, so she just wanted her to be away from this all this truth and environment. So the particular man, when he get to know that I have a daughter with her, he also was in a kind of love with Mrs. Warren. So that is why he gave her the title Mrs. Warren and gave her a flat to live. She was doing a little bit of flower business or something, and there is no name of her husband is mentioned anywhere because the person was not ready to declare it. Now the girl become a big girl and she wanted to know she's in love with a boy she wanted to marry, and she obviously portrayed herself as a like a girl with a rich mother who is having a property there and is a businesswoman or something. But ultimately, when she came back to the home and she wanted to live with the mother, first her mother always denied that you cannot live with me. But ultimately, she made a argument, and she was adamant on the thing that I want to spend time with you. So she came, she lived there, and ultimately she get to know the whole truth. She broke up with the boy because she said ki it will be a cheating with him, and she left the mother as well because of the profession. So that is what she said ki I have left the profession long back to the years. I am into some other business, but because I belong to a brothel and I was a former prostitute. I was a former prostitute, but now I am in a other profession, and I attempt to, raise the girl with a like a normal child. But ultimately, my profession came in between, and I lost everything. So this is the plot of Mrs. Warren's profession. It's a problem play. It deals with a problem like a psychological problem of the poor people. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Third is Arms and the Men. I think everyone must have read this work, Arms and the Men. That is about First World War. It's a comedy. Write down. It's a comedy. What is the publication? 1984. Yeah, sorry, 1894, and it is about, yeah, the Serbian Bulgarian War. It is about Serbo Bulgarian War. Fine. And character are Rena Petkov. Okay, Rena Petkov is a Bulgarian girl, I think. Rena Petkov is a German Bulgarian girl because Bulgaria was a part of Germany at that time. वो फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर के बाद अलग हुए हैं. And second is Sergius. Yes, Sergius Saranov is a she is a Bulgarian and he is a Swiss soldier. Bulgarian girl and he is a Swiss soldier. ठीक है, तो ये यहाँ पे स्विस सोल्जर है whom she used to call chocolate cream soldier because he was from Switzerland. Switzerland में वैसे भी सबसे ज़्यादा famous चीज़ दो ही हैं, watches and chocolates. So he used to have a lot of chocolates in his pocket when he was hiding in the room of Rena. When the war was going on, he hid it in the room of Rena. He clipped there somehow to save himself. He was wounded, and Rana helped him, and he told him the story of the wars, and he told him the stupidity of his of her fiance. What was the name of the fiance? Just a minute. Major Petkov is a father, and he actually Blanchely is the name. सर्जियस सैरेनॉफ इज अ बुल्गेरियन सोल्जर. सर्जियस तो इसका वो होता है जिससे इसकी सोल्जर जिससे कि इसकी एंगेजमेंट होती है. एंड हियर कम्स ब्लांचली, कैप्टन ब्लांचली. ठीक है, ही इज अ स्विस सोल्जर. ही इज अ स्विस सोल्जर whom Sarah called chocolate cream soldier. तो ब्लांचली उसके रूम में छुप जाता है और वो सर्जियस सैरेनॉफ के बारे में बताता है कि एक इधर बल्गेरियन टीम का एक कैप्टन है हु इज द मोस्ट स्टूपिड वन. वो इस तरीके के डिसीजन ले रहा है कि हमारी आर्मी उसे कभी भी हरा सकती है, लेकिन द प्रॉब्लम इज हमारे आर्मी के पास इतने हथियार नहीं थे, इतनी चीजें नहीं थी. तो लॉस्ट द बैटल एंड नाउ आई एम हियर टू सेव माय लाइफ. I don't want to lose my life or something. तो ये यहाँ पे उसको करता है. He said that Sergius is very cynical, he is very pragmatic person, but Bluntschli also showed a very pragmatic nature, that I am very practical. And then he gave chocolates to Rana, and after 2-3 days he said that I want to return. So वो उसको अपने डैड का एक कोट दे देती है कि ये पहन के ड्रेस पहन के जाओगे तो no one will ask you and you will be safe. तो वो चला जाता है. And he fell in love with Rena. Even Rena fell in love with Lanshmi. So she was just hoping that he will come someday, if he will be in love with me. And along with that, he found Sergius flirting with with her attendant. उसकी जो maid होती है, उसके साथ Sergius was making flirt, and then ultimately she found that they are having an affair. So she talked to his father, Mr. Petkov, that all these things are here. She made fun of Saranov that you have taken such kind of decisions. I know. And he said, how do you know about it? He said, yeah, I know, but everything I know. And Annie was there at the home, and he was in my room, and he told me everything. So she told all the truth. And at the same time, Bluntschli came and said, I am the person and I am in love with Rena. If you allow, then I want to marry her. And the play is a comedy because it went into a happy ending. Along with that, Sergius' role and the role of the maid and other servants created a much comedy there. ठीक है, काफी इसमें कॉमिक इफेक्ट्स हैं इन लोगों के. गॉट इट. अभी उसके दूसरा प्ले देखते हैं, दैट इज कैंडिडा, a very important play. Candida is also a very important play that is of same year, 1894. This is not a comedy, it's a bit of tragic play. Candida is a story of a girl who fell in, matlab who had a extramarital affair. A girl who had an extramarital affair with a friend of her husband. Uh, Her husband is a reputed person and very religious man. The friend was a poet and romanticizer. So this is the thing that made her fall in love with the person, because he used to tell poetries, and her husband was never gave value to her. He never cared about her passion. He never cared about her, uh, never care about her desires, that what she exactly want. And he was just care about his position in the society, the donations he has to make and other things. He always care about that and nothing else. So this is what is being shown. Ultimately, her husband discovers that he had a relationship with the poet, and asked her that I cannot live like that. You have to choose either of us. You have to choose that to whom you want to live. I'll be fine with it. But Candida know that my husband will not be fine with that at any cost, because he's a very weak person. He is very much into the reputations and money and hypocrisy. He's a very weak inside. So ultimately, he chose the husband over the lover. Though they both, husband was quiet and he just asked her to make a choice, but the lover gave her the surety for happiness, for love, for money, for everything. And the kind of romance she need in the life. But overall, she rejected the love of the poet and she chose the husband, to be with the husband. And ultimately, when it was asked by the poet that why you are doing so, she said, I know my husband is a very weak person and I cannot leave him. If I leave, he will die. Fine. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Basically, his plays are very good and very well compiled. बहुत अच्छी stories के साथ इनके plays हैं. Then Man and Superman. is a full-length play, Man and Superman, 1903. It's again a problem play where matlab, the up this a chapter of the play, an act or a scene, an act of the play had the title Don Juan in Hell, which is taken from Byron's character. And this play is famous for that only. It has a long list of characters, and here, matlab as a play, Man and Superman is like that. Expectation of people from a man is like as if they are the superman, but it cannot happen. They are the man. They have their own limitations, and they can guard, they can earn, they can do anything, but they cannot be uh, like a superman. They are normal people. To treat them like that, expectations should be in limit. ये यहाँ पे इन्होंने दिखाया है इसमें. Then another is Major Barbara, is another play, 1907. It also concerns with the story of a major whose wife is a young lady, Barbara Undershaft, who is engaged with him, and they are talking about the Salvation Army, and that is being जो वर्ल्ड वॉर 1 के लिए और बाकी के कॉलोनीज के अंदर ब्रिटेन बना रहा था, दैट इज नोन एज Salvation Army. So he talked about that Salvation Army, and then in this play, Major Barbara asked that what is the price of the salvation you are giving to these people? You are taking the life of these people on the name of salvation, and they are not even Christian, and we are taking the life of them as on the name of salvation. So, what is the price of salvation? This is the famous dialogue of this play. That बस इसके अलावा कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा ये फेमस नहीं है प्ले. इसके अलावा और इनके कौन से प्लेज हैं? यस. ओके. Now next is Pygmalion. Pygmalion is 1913. Publication date of Pygmalion is 1913, and it talks about the Greek myth of Pygmalion. Greek myth of Pygmalion is being discussed with the modern characters are educated and in the profession of education. प्रोफेसर्स दिखाए हैं यहाँ पे जो कर रहे हैं इसको, एंड मेन कैरेक्टर इज प्रोफेसर हिगिंस. ठीक है. एंड सेकंड कैरेक्टर इज एलिजाबेथ डूलिटल. ये दो कैरेक्टर हैं इसमें. ये है कि पिग्मेलियन मिथ किस किस को पता है? पिग्मेलियन मिथ किस किस को पता है? जल्दी बताओ.
Ma'am, I don't know.
ओके. देखो मैं बता देती हूँ पिग्मेलियन मिथ में क्या है. पिग्मेलियन इज अ स्कल्प्टर, इज मूर्तिकार, स्कल्प्टर था. उसने एक मूर्ति बनाई थी, एक फीमेल मूर्ति, दैट बिकम सो ब्यूटीफुल दैट ही हिमसेल्फ फॉल इन लव विद दैट, एंड whosoever has seen him fall in love with that. Now the kings and state people, business class, everyone came and put the value in front of him that whatever you want you can take, but give the statue to us. And he didn't give it. He said, I am in love with that, and the statue will be my wife, and he named it Ganatia. Galatea. Galatea. Okay, he named the statue Galatea, and after that he worshipped the Greek gods at the highest, and his compassion deke Greek gods came, and he just said, "Yeah, I just want one wish that statue should turn into real, and I want to marry." That was he blessed, and he married Galatea. This is Pygmalion myth. So यहाँ पे क्या है, प्रोफेसर हिगिंस इज अ प्रोफेसर ऑफ लिंग्विस्टिक्स. He is very fine in teaching the language and in linguistics. He is very proficient in speaking English language, and now he is at a level that he is claimed he claimed that I can make anyone proficient in elite speaking language, elite speech, and I can, improve anyone. I can teach anyone the proper way of speaking in an elite manner within a month. So here, a colonel who is a friend of Professor Higgins is there, and he made a bet with Professor Higgins. If you are claiming that much, then I will give you a month, and after a month we are having some function is there, and you have to train someone. So he said, yes, you can give me any person in the world, and I can teach her. I can teach that person the best of the linguistics, and I can make the person behave like us, the highly reputed and aristocratic.
The
So
movie I have seen, ma'am, in my college days.
Pygmalion, very nice. It's a very nice movie. So in that,
He
that
trained
yes,
a girl from the
the
slum area,
slum area. Yes,
right?
yes. Their car stopped on a red light, and Elizabeth Doolittle came with a flower. She was a flower selling girl, very dirty, and was speaking in a Cockney language, was abusing at that time. So the coroner said that this is your target. You have to teach her. If you teach her the manners and everything, then I will never question your capability. Professor Higgins took the challenge. He asked the driver to get all the information about the girl, and he got the information to him. He offered the father of Mr. Doolittle a huge amount in exchange of Elizabeth for a month. He said, I want your daughter for a month. I have a project and I have to do it. Elizabeth, though she denied, but his father took the money and gave the daughter to Higgins. He brought her to his house, and first of all, he asked her to take shower and wear some elite clothes, because now she is not in a slum; she is at his home, and even the servants are wearing good clothes. So he asked a few of the servants to help her to wear good clothes and at least get tidy. She was scared of the bathroom. She saw the bathroom and the taps and all. She got scared, and she came out. She said, I cannot take the bath there. I can take the bath in the garden with a pipe or something. And was roaming in the house here and there. The maidens got irritated, and they complained it to Mr. Higgins. So Mr. Higgins holded her and torn all the clothes of Elizabeth Doolittle, and dragged her to the bathroom and said, "Now put the water on her and just wash her." ठीक है, तो वो जो मेडल्स होती हैं, देन दे bathed her and cleaned her, give her the clothes to wear, because उसके कपड़े वो फाड़ देता without any single thought. And Elizabeth was feeling the shame and all, but he was not. And after that, he was very strict with him. He was, not good. He was not behaving good with her. Then he started teaching him. Very rude behavior was there, but within 15 days, he saw that I should test her because she learned a lot. So he took her
He
to.
took to a party, and he took to a
Uh-huh.
party.
It's a it This party was at his mother's place, his mother's house. So he let Elizabeth to meet her mother, her cousins, and all. He said, "I can take the risk," and he left her alone in between them. And no one was able to guess that she is not an aristocrat. They just thought that she might not be much rich like us, but she is very elite and educated girl. And even her mother started liking her. because Higgins bring her to the mother. So the mother thought that if he want me to meet a girl, that means he likes her. And even when she spent the whole day with Elizabeth, she also started liking her, and he talked about the same to Miss Higgins. Higgins didn't answer anything at that time, and he said, "No, no, everything is good. Yeah, if you like that, good. We will talk about it later." He just put the issue on a box. And after 15 days, the training was going on, and after 15 days, when the party was there, Elizabeth was totally prepared, and she attended the party. And she planned that in the party, I will propose Higgins for, matlab I will tell about my love for him, because Elizabeth fell in love with Higgins, and Higgins also knew about it, that she is falling for me. And even he had a soft corner for her, but he was a hypocrite. He was an aristocrat, a rude person. So ultimately, when Elizabeth fell in love, and in the party, she was doing good. She asked that whatever you have said, I did. So how it's all going? He said everything is going good. Why you are asking? He said just like that. I am doing all these things to make you happy. Don't you understand? He said I do understand what to do. Then she said that I love you, and he slapped her and asked her to leave the house on the spot. And that was a big change in the drama, because it was like not expected thing. It's an unexpected thing which he has done to Elizabeth ultimately. And which he has done, yes, uh, uh, what should I say? It was very unexpected thing which he has done to Elizabeth, and Elizabeth left. And but she left with the question that where should I go? I don't belong to your society according to you, and that is why you cannot accept me. And I don't belong to my society, because now with this language, with this thing, I cannot sell flowers at the same thing, and I cannot do anything, the lower work which I was doing. So, what basically you want me to do? What where I am? Can you tell me? And he said that was none of my business. I have made a bet, and my thing is over, and you have to leave my house on the spot. And now I have just given the money to your father for 30 days, and 30 days are over. You are free to go. So she, with the tears in the eyes, left the house of Higgins. And after a few days, Higgins was also chasing and want to know the whereabouts of Elizabeth. And he found that besides she was selling the flower, but now not on the roads or crossroads, but in a elegant and a big flower shop. She was taking a monthly salary there, and by using, matlab she was using the linguistics which she has learned from Higgins. She was making a good use of her knowledge, and was making money, was doing a standard job besides the thing she was doing. So this is what Pygmalion is all about. Okay, it's a very very complicated and a nice story. And the movie on which the movie made on this is My Fair Lady, which is I think Oscar award winning. Okay, a Heartbreak House. It is also about the house of prostitute. Yes, this is about House of Prostitute. That is a heartbreak house. And here he talked about the uncultured or the leisure Europe, where people are not concerned about the emotions of anyone, but they are just into the businesses. तो वही यहाँ पे इन्होंने दिखाया है. ठीक है. Now the next work is Saint Joan. सेंट जोआन का स्टोरी मैं आपको बहुत बार पहले भी बता चुकी हूँ, दैट शी इज द गर्ल हु attire of a boy and fought in the Hundred-Year War for the from the French side, and she was captured by uh, She was discovered that she is a girl, and Roman Catholic Church punished her publicly badly. So she was named as Saint Joan. ये story पढ़नी है आपको. And the last verse which you need to read is the apple cart. The apple cart. This is the last work of today, and the publication date for this work is not given. Premiere date is 1928. ये staged हुआ था 1928 में. So this is the date, apple cart, and this is also a kind of a work where the Greek mythologies are used to portray a contemporary issue. Okay, so this is basically a melodrama, a political melodrama. Write down. It is a political melodrama. Now no need to go in the detail of this work. अब जीबी शॉ के जो वर्क आपको पढ़ने हैं उस पर निशान लगा लो. Pygmalion, Man and Superman, Saint Joan, Candida, Arms and the Man. That's it. ठीक है.